Alright guys, in this video we're going to talk about how to build your swing step by step by building skills. The first skill is, can you swing with the weight of the club without stopping? So all you're doing when you're doing this is trying to feel the force of the club and your body balance with it, with a nice swinging rhythm. Do about 30 seconds of that. So that's your first skill. Now your second skill is, can you do the same thing but touch the ground? Many people are scared to hit the ground because they're afraid the vibration going up into their body, or they're scared of damaging the grass. Here we have a mat, so we don't need to worry about that. And all we do is just swing without stopping and cut the grass. So now I'm feeling the weight. I'm still in rhythm. And I'm sensing where the ground is relative to me. I don't need to control my head. I just need to sense where the club's touching the ground. The reason I like the swing without stopping is because when we play golf, we start from a stationary, static position. It's very hard to get into the rhythm of your swing, so it's very easy to mess up the beginning of your swing. So we take away the beginning of the swing to build the motion first. And because the swing is fast when you're doing this, it creates momentum, which is the same as weight, which means the club is actually effectively heavier, which means you have to engage the correct muscles to keep it the rhythm and the flow of the swing. If you go slow with such a light tool, it doesn't have much force on your body, and then you can go in any different way and still manage to somehow swing through. But if you do it fast with the high momentum, then the momentum of that is going to pull you all over, and it's going to feel very weird after you've done, say, 5 reps. Okay, so the more you do, the better your swing gets. It's like smoothing out your swing. Because when we play golf, we've got to start from a static position. Those drills need to blend together closer to what we do when we hit the ball. So we're going to have a bridge drill. So the normal drill is swinging without stopping. And then the bridge drill is just going to be a little forward press with the club going forward. Right heel, right knee goes forward. Swing back, through. Back, through. Okay, so we're doing the next skill, which is the low point and where you touch on the ground. Now, with an iron, we've got to make sure that the low point comes after the ball, because we want to make sure we hit the ball, then the ground. We never want to hit the ground before the ball. That's pretty obvious. So this is specifically for irons, not driver. So what I want you to do, put something behind the ball about 1 club head. It could be a towel, but we're using tape here. I prefer tape because it doesn't move, but you can hear the sound when you touch it. So you put the ball at 1 club head in front of that. Take the ball away, but imagine you're getting ready to hit that same position. Now, your mission is, can you do the same drill, the forward, back, and cut the grass on the left side of this line. Now, if you've got low point problems, you'd hit that line and you'll hear it. So the feedback is going to be very obvious to you. You don't need to change anything when you're doing this. Your task stays the same. You're just trying to hit on the left side of this line as many times as it takes. I don't care if it takes 500 times. You just keep doing as many as you can. What will happen is, through practice and reps and feedback, your sensitivity to the club and where you're touching will go up. So at the beginning you might only do 20% good, then it'll be 30, 40 and so on, until you can do 99% perfect. Okay? Once you can do that with the forward press, try to do it without that. Okay, now you've built up the skills of how to create a flowing swing and touch the ground in the correct place. Now it's the time to apply it to where the ball is. Now, because the ball has a result, you will have expectation, and that will lead to fear. So the way you look at the ball and your whole physiology will change. So most people can do it much easier without the ball. So now you've just got to get relaxed with the ball. So that's the next skill. Can you do it in the same way that you did in the drill with the ball in the way? Now that looks easy, but I tell you, when the ball is there, I've seen so many students who just completely collapse, and then the swing becomes so different to the way it was with the practice drill. So what I do is I actually get them to get ready to the ball so their brain can see the ball, and then in their backswing I would move the ball out the way so that then they can cut the grass. And I alternate between moving the ball and not moving the ball. Usually when I move the ball, they do it pretty good, but when I leave the ball, they sometimes will hit the ground before the ball until they get used to that. What I don't want them to do is stare at the ball for a long time, because the tension and the fear and the expectation is going to make you completely lose the flow of the swing. It's got to be a dance. You've got to feel this, you've got to feel your body, and you've got to relax. Otherwise, you'll not be able to feel anything. All right, I think if you stick to that, just do it enough times, I think you'll get pretty good. All right, see you in the next one.